Hello everyone, this is Ravinder Dundra and welcome back to my channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about class 9 geography, chapter number 4, that is climate. So in the previous lectures about this chapter, we have discussed about the seasons. So there we have discussed that there are mainly 4 important seasons. So basically winter, summer, rainy season as well as a retreating monsoon season. So in the previous lectures we have discussed about hot weather season or the summer, then we have also discussed about cold weather season, that is winter. So now in continuation with that, the next topic which we are going to discuss is about the advancing monsoon, which is also known as this rainy season. So when this rainy season starts in India and what kind of changes that take place in the monsoon winds, so all these things we are going to discuss. So when basically this monsoon season starts is that, or rainy season, when during the early time period of the month of June. So why in the early month of June is that, so during this June time period, low pressure condition over India intensifies. That means the low pressure area on the Indian subcontinent or the India will be over. That means you can say there will be more and more low pressure area. So intensity of the low pressure is very high in this India during the month of June. So because of that, what happens is that the winds which are traveling in this direction below this equator over the southern oceans, after crossing the equator, what happens is that they will turn towards the Indian subcontinent in the southwest direction. So since they are blowing from this southwest direction, the monsoon winds are also known as this southwest monsoon winds. So as soon as they are blowing from in this direction, when they cross the equator, they change their direction towards the right side, towards the Indian subcontinent. And why it turns towards the Indian subcontinent is that because of the intensity of the low pressure. So you see, wherever there is a low pressure, the winds are attracted towards the low pressure. So therefore the wind will be turning rightwards and blowing towards the Indian subcontinent. And when they blow, basically we have seen in the month of June they start blowing in this direction, the southwest monsoon winds. So first they reach to this windward side, that means this particular side of this Western Ghats. So here this line represents this Western Ghats. So first the southwest monsoon winds, they hit the Western Ghats, and here the rainfall will be very heavy during the starting of the monsoon. Approximately 250 centimeters of rainfall will be received on the windward side of this Western Ghats. That means in this direction of the Western Ghats, from where the winds are blowing. Then after that, these winds slowly they start moving, crossing this place, and during the early monsoon time period, some parts of the Deccan Plateau such as Madhya Pradesh will also receive the rainfall. And later on, these monsoon winds, they slowly cross this peninsular region and they slowly start moving towards this northeastern part of this country. So when they move towards this northeastern part of this country, this place receives more and more amount of rainfall, and especially there is a place in Meghalaya known as this Mawsynram, so which receives the highest average rainfall in the world itself. So this Mawsynram is the place which is located in this Meghalaya, which receives the highest average rainfall in the world itself. So then later on what happens, so it starts in this in the month of June. Here there will be more rainfall on the windward side of Western Ghats. Slowly some parts of Madhya Pradesh will also have the rainfall. Then later on it shifts towards this northeastern part, and there the Meghalaya receives the more and more amount of rainfall, especially the place known as this Mawsynram. So that is the basic phenomenon of the monsoon. But there is some important or interesting factor about this monsoon. So what it is that basically some parts of, there are some, you can say, breaks in the monsoon. That means some parts of the country they receive very heavy rainfall, and some other parts they don't receive much rainfall during the monsoon time. And why this difference or why this breaks in the monsoon is that it is because of something known as this monsoon trough, so which we call it as this monsoon trough. So what do you mean by this trough? So first we will discuss about the trough. So trough means basically it is the longest low pressure belt area. You can say from here to here you can find a low pressure belt. So the longest low pressure belt we call it as the trough, and since this trough occurs during this monsoon season, we call it as this monsoon trough. So trough means basically it's a low pressure belt extending from here to here. Since it occurs in the monsoon time, it is known as this monsoon trough. So because of the presence of this monsoon trough, there are some breaks in the rainfall. That means suppose the normal position of the monsoon trough is this particular region from extending from here to here, then what happens is that sometimes what happens, this monsoon trough, it shifts towards the Himalayas. So that means towards the northern side this monsoon trough will be shifting sometime. So whenever this monsoon trough shifts towards the northern side, this particular region, the places which are lying in this region, especially the Himalayan mountains, they receive more and more amount of the rainfall. And sometimes this monsoon trough may also shift towards the southward direction, that means in this direction. So therefore, so here also there will be more and more rainfall. So that is why what I am saying, there are some breaks in the monsoon rainfall. That means not every part of the country receives the equal amount of the rainfall. It depends upon this monsoon trough. So if the monsoon trough is in the normal position, this entire region receives more and more rainfall, and if it is shifting towards this northern side, means the Himalayan regions will experience more and more rainfall. And at the same time, if it is shifting here, means this particular region will experience more and more rainfall. And the other important fact about this monsoon trough is that it is also due to the presence of tropical depressions. We also call known as this tropical depressions. So what do you mean by this tropical depressions is that the weakest cyclone which occurs in the Bay of Bengal, we call it as this tropical depression. Since it is the weakest, it stays for longer time. So because of the presence of this tropical depression in this region, we can find this monsoon trough. And whenever the monsoon trough shifts towards the north side, it will be heavy rains here, and if it shifts from southward, there will be more rains in this particular region. And other common interesting fact about this monsoon is that this particular region, that means the eastern part of this monsoon, they receives more and more rainfall, and from here to here, that means from east to the west direction, the amount of rainfall received will be decreasing. That means the eastern part receives more rainfall, and as we move from the eastern direction towards the western direction, the amount of rainfall received will be decreasing, and the complete western part of this Rajasthan region, especially the Thar desert region, it receives a very less amount of rainfall because of this, again, the monsoon trough. So that is how this monsoon system works in India. It enters through this southwest direction. There will be rainfall in the western Ghats, then the wind will be shifting towards the northeastern part into the Meghalaya and the other states. Then later on, when we take the entire India, the monsoon will be shifting from one place to the other place because of the presence of monsoon trough. So that means monsoon will never bring you the equal amount of rainfall throughout the country. So that is about the advancing monsoons, or you can say rainy season. Next we will discuss about the retreating monsoon season. Let us discuss about the next very important season, that is the retreating or post monsoon season, which is also known as the transition season. So what happens during the season is that slowly the monsoon winds which are prevailing over the country, they will be starting withdrawing towards in the reversal direction. So when they will withdraw, at what time and under what conditions they will withdraw, so that we will see. So basically during the months of October and November, the monsoon trough over the northern plains becomes weaker. So just now I have shown you the monsoon trough which is lying over the northern plains. So what happens during these months from October to November, this monsoon trough which we have discussed will become weaker. So because of this, what happens, this is automatically replaced by a high pressure system. So till the month of October, the monsoon trough which we have discussed, it will be very stronger, but by the month of October, slowly this monsoon trough or the low pressure belt gets replaced by the high pressure system. So by the beginning of this October, the monsoon withdraws from the northern plain. So from the beginning of this October, the monsoon winds which are prevailing over this northern part of the country, they will be starting withdrawing, and completely in the month of October and November, it is a period of transition from rainy to the winter seasons. That means in the months of October and November, slowly the northern part of India, it will be transforming from the hot winter season to the hot rainy season to the dry winter season. So during this time period, that means in the months of October and November, you can observe some of the common things over the North India. Especially you can find clear skies. So because of this, there will be more temperature during the daytime, and the night time becomes somewhat very cold. So because of this type of weather conditions, what happens, there will be a lot of high temperatures in the daytime. At the same time, more humidity will take place. So because of that, this heat which occur in the month of October, it is also known as this October heat. So during the period of transformation or during the period of transition from rainy to the winter season, we can experience, that means the people of the North India, they can experience this October heat. So now we will see some other important features about this, the retreating monsoon season. Let us discuss about some other important features of this retreating monsoon season. So what happens is that just now we have seen the monsoon trough which is developed over this Ganga plains, or you can say northern plains, it will be transformed into a high pressure area, and at the same time the low pressure area which is developed on the northwestern part of the country, by the early November, what happens is that it will be shifted towards this Andaman, or you can say into the Bay of Bengal, near this Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So that is what here you can see the low pressure conditions over northwest India. That means this particular region, the northwest India, gets transferred to the Bay of Bengal by early November. That means by the early time period of November, whatever the low pressure belt area existing here, it will be transferred towards this particular region into the south of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So why it happens like that is, it is due to the cyclonic depressions in the Andaman Sea. So what do you mean by the cyclonic depression is that during this time period, in the months of November, basically here a lot of low pressure is created. So that means the low pressure belt on the sea or ocean, we call it as the cyclonic depression. So because of this low pressure belt, or you can say the cyclonic depression which is created on the south of Andaman Sea, what happens is that it creates a lot of tropical cyclones, and these cyclones, they'll cross the eastern coast of the country, which brings heavy as well as the destructive rainfall to these states which are lying into the eastern coastal region. The states, especially Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, as well as some parts of the Odisha, will also get these destructive cyclones during the months of November especially. So that's why if you can take back some of the historical cyclones which occurred in the states of Andhra Pradesh, or you can take Tamil Nadu or Odisha, mostly they occur in the months of November. So why it is? Because of the cyclonic depressions which are created in the months of in the area of Andaman Sea during the month of November. So what happens? These cyclones, they cross this eastern coast in this direction, and they cause a heavy rainfall into the states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, as well as this Odisha, or you can also say in the delta regions of Godavari, Krishna, as well as this Kaveri. So that is about this retreating or post monsoon season. So remember one important thing, that during the process of the withdrawal of the monsoon, the coastal region, eastern coastal, southeastern coastal region will receive heavy rainfall because of the cyclonic depressions which are created in the south of Andaman Sea. So with this, we have completed about the 4 seasons. So in the next topic, in the next lectures, we will discuss about the distribution of rainfall over the country. Thank you.